back, Hobby Table Collector's Home. So from our last video, I stated that we had another package coming in, another like a baseball collector's card type thing coming from Pristine Auction. So yes, we are doing another Pristine Auction one. And if you notice, if you remember from that last one, it was in a box just like this. Only packaging it had was the invoice slip wrapped around it. That was it. So it was left to slide in and up and around in the box. So yeah, did mention I had another one coming, so we're going to see if this comes any better. Now I'm shaking it. It's not sliding around, so I'm thinking yes, it did. Now, one thing on these that I have noticed on Pristine Auction, it will state sometimes it's coming from an approved vendor's site, or warehouse or whatnot, meaning they're not shipping it out, they're sending in the order and it coming back. So I've had some questions come back, well, if it comes badly packaged, is that actually Pristine's Auction's fault? Well, here's my thought on that, because it's coming from someone else. Should you look to say, hey, Pristine, this is your fault, or can you all do better? So here's my thought on that. I don't know who that other company is, that's an approved vendor site. They're just basically Pristine selling that other businesses' items for them. I don't know who they are, they're not stating it, but it's through Pristine's Auction's storefront, basically. They're the ones taking the money at checkout and everything. They're the ones who are setting up the shipping, and their name's on the label when it comes in. So kind of yes. I mean, if there's a standard that they want for shipping protection, then they need to contact that business and say, hey, if we're selling your stuff, we have specific shipping standards for protection that we need you to follow in order for us to sell your stuff. Because if it comes in damaged through poor packaging, they're coming to us because we're the ones who sold it. So, so yeah, I kind of say, hey, it comes on them. Okay, with that said, we're going to jump right into this one. Like I said, this is just going to be another like trading card type thing that is Beckett encapsulated. So let's see. Ooh, there he goes. That one was, these boxes are kind of hard to open up. All right. So, ooh, that's what it is in there. So this did come a lot better than the last one. And yes, this was a approved vendor as Pristine was stating it was going to come from. So overall, this was not Pristine who put it together and shipped it. But it does state in the description that when you're looking at it on their selling site, that it will come from one. So it's just their invoice. And this came in one of these bubble wrapped envelopes. And there's a card. So this one did come 100% better than that last one. Like I said, watch that last video. It's in that box and it's just rolling back and forth, back and forth. So that tells me, yes, it is in a nice Beckett encapsulation type thing. Yes, that will help protect it. However, not always. See, that came good. I actually had that came from Pristine Auction. Ooh, hold on. Sorry guys, it was actually a lot closer than I anticipated. I actually had an order way back that had something like this. It was a comic book, and the way they packaged it, they just threw it all into a box. And here it is. This is how it came. I'm still holding on to it. It's got a nice crack down there. It's now open. Now luckily the seal that holds the comic is not open, but trying to see it right up in here. I know it might be hard to see with the glare. There's a piece of plastic from the case that got inside on top of the comic, and as it shipped, it got pushed down. So this grading of 9.8 probably no longer is 9.8 because of the damage to the comic that the packaging did do. But you can see how far open this is. It's broken. This came from poor packaging. It was just sitting on top of I had multiple items. They just stacked it all, threw it in a shipping crate, which wasn't even a box, and it just got crushed. And this is what happened. And even this, as it broke down, damaged what was underneath it. I mean, it was horrible. I'm pretty sure if you backtrack, I can't remember which video it is. I'll try to find it and put it in there, within the watch other videos. So. But that's what we have on that one. So it's Pristine Auction. Okay, this one was a little bit better. However, it did state it was coming from an approved vendor. So this did not come from Pristine's Auction's warehouse. That means it was not their people packaging it together. However, that last one also was that, and you saw the difference. So who it's coming from, don't know. Doesn't state, but this one, a lot better. So hopefully we'll see all future packages coming in like this. I don't have anything else at the moment coming from them. I know I do a lot with Pristine Auction because, like I said, they are a good one. I do like what they find. I do like the prices that you come across. Some of these stuff I get is at a great price compared to if I go to other shops, other collectors selling them, or even about and like if it's an autograph, convention centers and whatnot, you are getting a good price. You do have to pay a little bit of a shipping, of course, pay the shipping. But there's also a buyer's fee, which is common in a lot of auction sites at 17%. So you do have to factor that in as you're buying things, putting in your bids, so you don't win something, say yes, and the bill comes, you're like, oh my God, with the the fee and the shipping, it can add up if you didn't calculate that in. So you gotta watch that. It is what it is. Hey, all right, guys, thanks a lot. That's what we have on this one. As mentioned, always do make sure you check out shopthehobbytable.com. That is our selling site where we do sell off some of the stuff to try to just get the funding in to keep all this going. Like I said, I'm not looking for massive amounts, just enough to keep it all in going and everything. You know, I do go to conventions, pick things up. I do have consignments when I go. All that costs money, and this is where it comes in, you know, the support from everybody. And I always do try to make it the best for you as well by not overpricing these things. You know, like on my sites, the things I sell, if an actor passes away, you're not going to see a massive markup. What my cost was before he passed away, he or she passed away, is what it is afterwards. So I do try to keep it minimal, but like I said, you know, I do kind of respect the people, respect the collectors, and respect the business of collection, that it's not a money-grabbing aspect. It's just for our fun and pleasure and then the joy of it. Do go to shopthehobbytable.com. Every Friday is Funko Fridays, 20% off all Funkos. Mondays is 10% off store-wide. Do take advantage of that to get some great discounts. One other thing I like to do on the sites is when I get merchandise in or items that I put on the site, I will do a very, very detailed, close inspection. And if I find anything that I consider it to not be mint condition or near mint condition, you know, you get picture where the corners might have tears or you have dabs on them, dents and whatnot, I will put that in our quality control. Quality control on my site doesn't necessarily mean it's really badly damaged. Some of it can just be from missing cards to boxes, like older merchandise that from like older collectible toys or something, and then the packaging may not be in best condition. I will kind of take some prices off on that. Yes, all quality control is as is, meaning no refunds on it, so do keep that in mind. That's just because, you know, it's the business. People come back and say, hey, it's damaged, this box is messed up. Well, it's like, yes, we told you that. And they're like, no, no, no. Anyone who does retail or anything knows that how it is. And I'm sorry, guys, that's just the way it is. But if you have questions, I will answer. I will send you more pictures of it, give you all the answers of anything on there. So do check out the quality control page. And the 10% does include that. Those items, meaning their discounts, will get that additional 10%. If it's a Funko on Friday, that 20% will also go on to that current markdown. So you can get even Monday, get an additional 10%. Friday, if it's a Funko, get additional 20% off of it. So do be sure to check that out, pass the information on. Now, if you are a business and would like to post on our main site, which is not fully in its best capacity, we're still working on it. That is thehobbytable.com. That is just like a resource site for shopping and everything. If you're collectors, if you're looking for something, I tried to list a lot of good businesses that are reputable, reliable, and trustworthy. Put them on there, but not without your permission. So if you want to be on there, let me know. I'm really trying to build this up to make a good collecting site. Hobby Table, you know, it's a table with all your hobbies on it. That's where the name comes from. Anyway, guys, thanks a lot. Do catch us in the next one. I don't have anything at the moment, but I have been scouring and looking out for a few things. So follow us on the Facebook page for updates on anything coming up. Hey guys, thanks a lot, and we will see you next time. If you know of a business that you're curious about and would like us to check out, or if you have a business that you know of is really good and like to pass the word on, send it to us at info@thehobbytable.com. Again, that's info@thehobbytable.com.